Okay, guys, I know what the intro's gonna be.
Uh-huh.
Freestyle.
Freestyle. Okay.
This is the intro. This is the intro.
Gareth, lay down some sort of
This
funky beat.
this is the intro where the introduction happens. This is definitely
Yo.
an introduction. Because
Whoa.
this is the intro. This is the introduction of the podcast.
Say what?
This is the beginning bit where we introduce the
This is
people
the
on the
Zixel
podcast.
podcast. It's
This-
gonna last like 40
this-
minutes because we're cool.
This is the intro.
I think that was the worst intro we've ever done.
Shut up and keep going.
Wow.
Oh,
So,
God.
welcome to the Zixel podcast. That was the introduction.
Yeah. What's up, ladies and gents? You're listening to Zixel. It's been a while since we've had a podcast. A podcast?
right.
It's
A
for the
podcast.
best.
Yeah. Is it for the best?
I don't know, I'm just being cynical.
Okay. Well, fair enough.
All of us good at
Anyway,
that.
we have a great show lined up for you today. Firstly, we're going to be talking about some of the channel news. Secondly, we're going to be talking about some gaming news. And thirdly,
Woo!
we are going to be doing our segment known as Game of the Now. But first, let's introduce you to today's special guest. It is Gareth.
Hey, hello.
How are you
we
doing?
were going to have a good show lined up, but, then we brought Gareth, so...
Yeah.
Sorry, 6 out of 10, same as always.
I'm okay.
Good, but not
I
outstanding.
guess. I mean, if I want to be polite, then I'm just going to say I'm fine and stick with it. But really, I've got so much work to do.
Oh.
And I fucked my knee up because of my torn cartilage. And oh my god, man. I could go on for hours. But,
He
we don't
could,
have
he
hours.
could. He has before.
Anyway, firstly, before we
fine,
get
ignore
on
my problems, you dick.
Let's move on. Just go, Connor, go.
Just ignore him, Oliver. Just ignore him.
So we'll do the Input
yeah.
Higher podcast.
Firstly, how are you gents doing today? I always like to ask this question first because it lightens the mood. It
It always makes me tense and just worry as to what your ulterior motive is. One day I fear you'll have enough information on me just to I don't know, do something.
Well,
He's
that's
like
what I've
Google.
been doing
He's
this whole
gathering
time.
all our
Oh
information.
my god, I was right.
So, Gareth, how are you?
Alright, I spent today doing pretty much nothing. I lazed around in the sun
Oh, nice.
and ate some ice cream, got a pizza for dinner. It was great.
Living the life, some would say.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Being a student is hard work, yeah.
Tell me about it. God, I wouldn't know. I'm not a student yet.
But you will be.
I will be, yeah.
Well done on that, by the way.
Oh, thank you. For anyone who doesn't know, aka all of you, I got into uni by showing a lecturer the 12th Eye, an unreleased scene from Part 6. So yeah, that's the standards of Welsh upper education. So
God damn.
Yeah, we were surprised too.
yeah. Okay. Well, how are you, Oliver? How are you doing?
Okay, I guess, I mean,
Nice.
spent the day finishing up the Transistor review. That's finally
Oh yeah.
that's happened. That's happened.
You mean that video that came out like 2 days ago, Oliver?
Something like that,
Yeah.
I mean, who's counting?
Yeah. Fair enough.
But
Goodness.
just it's that time of year, exams and shit. Gareth knows what I'm talking about. You don't, Connor.
Yeah.
No.
I
You
know
will
what you're
though.
talking about.
You will.
I
You'll
will.
understand this suffering next year.
This is like a
you know,
foreign
it's-
language to me. At the moment.
It's just that time of year.
Yeah.
Everyone's revising.
Fair
but-
enough.
All the games I've been looking forward to this year are starting to come out in the middle of my
Yay.
exams. Thanks for
Oh.
that. Transistor, Walking Dead, fucking Wildstar, all of them.
Oh.
God damn it. Fucking hell. But I'm fine.
That's good.
How are you, Connor?
I'm all right. I didn't sleep much last night.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's too warm. It's way too warm in Britain right now.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's Typical fucking Brits for you. Always complaining about the fucking weather.
Why can't it just
it's
be
too
cold
cold.
and wet?
Oh, it's cold. Oh, it's raining outside. Ugh, how miserable. Oh, god damn it, it's too warm. I have to like open a window and that lets the moths in. Ugh.
Exactly. That is exactly my problem.
Do you know what the biggest problem is?
What?
Right? You want to sleep with the window wide open, but if you're trying to get to sleep at like 4 a.m. or something, you can't sleep, right? That's when the birds start making a damn racket.
No, it's not the birds for me. It's that whenever I open up my window, I always find that a few spiders find their way in. Like, I seriously had this massive one, like, a few days ago. Like, by massive, I mean, like, massive for someone who lives in Britain, you know?
Oh god.
So, I mean, it's actually kind of small, you know? No bigger than, like, a bottle cap, but
Yeah.
still, that shit's big for, like, Britain, you know? And I was just like, whoa! Jesus Christ, but yeah, you just gotta wait the fucker out. Eventually, you'll just be so tired that you don't give a fuck that they are in the room. Because I'm not gonna touch that bastard. Okay?
Well,
I'm gonna
they
touch
have
it.
said that some species of exotic spiders have made their way into Britain now.
So I'm
Well,
dying.
looks like I'm gonna have to kill myself then.
I'm dying. Okay,
Oh
I got
well.
that.
So yeah, I pretty much just spent all day editing The Sims, Zixel Sims.
I'm glad
Woo!
that's coming back.
Yes, I'm glad too. Quite a bit happened. I wouldn't say as much stuff happened as the first couple of episodes.
Have you got my hair back yet?
No,
for
we're working
fuck's
on
sake.
it.
You can change that, right? You can find.
You
a
can.
way.
You just
you
have to
the
buy-
technology.
You have to buy like a wardrobe, and we can't afford such luxuries.
Of course we fucking can't. We've only got like 5 people with actual jobs, and then Taff.
Fucking
Oh god.
God damn it,
freeloading
Taff.
bastard.
All right. Well, there we go. What's our first segment, Oliver?
I'm not fucking doing this anymore. I
Go
feel
on.
objectified.
Oliver, you signed the contract.
I didn't sign you shit.
You signed it in your sleep. Do you remember? Oh no, because you were asleep. Of course you don't remember.
I get the strange feeling this isn't legal. Fine. I think the first segment's got to be Shanaru Newsaru.
Now,
Isn't that kind of racist?
what are you talking
Shut up,
about?
Gareth. No one needs to know.
Right, for those of you who do not speak that language, Oliver just said, channel news. This is my segment of the show.
Someone-
What is the news of the channel? Connor?
well-
This is me too.
Do tell us.
I've got this list right here in front of me. I've made the same mistake again, where I have only typed in like very short letters and words, and I don't actually understand some of them, what they mean. But hopefully I'll remember as I read through them. Okay.
We'll be here to listen
We
to
can
you
only
struggle
hope.
through it.
No. Yeah. Well, okay. First of all, seeing as though Gareth is our guest, I reckon we should talk about Gareth's first video he released,
Well, that was,
Yay!
yeah.
which
Yeah.
was God Save the Queen, was it?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yes.
God Save the Queen in a nutshell.
Oh no, it's Long Live the Queen.
Long Live the
Oh,
Queen.
yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Okay. It was either one of them. Yeah,
It was your video, Gareth. You
Yeah,
should
you should
really
know.
help us out with this stuff.
you should know. This is a series, of course, where Gareth has a little look at some of his favorite all-time games, and he puts them in a nutshell for you.
Favorite all
He
time.
literally takes those games and puts them in a nutshell. He talks about like
I literally got my hard drive and crushed it up into little pieces and shoved them into a nutshell.
exactly. That is that's incredible.
That's a thing.
It
It is a thing.
So check that out. It's going to be in the description. It's an enjoyable video. Make sure you show Gareth some support so that he
I'll make
makes more
another one.
videos. He makes more videos.
Only
More-
more,
more-
it's
more
a hard time
videos?
for me, Connor.
More-
It's,
More
you know,
videos.
exam period, and I've got a project.
Hey,
on
Gareth.
Friday.
More
Gareth.
videos.
Kato showed you Let's Play when.
It's not happening.
Aw,
It's never happening.
God. Well, there you go. Yeah, check that out. That's in the description. Second part of the news. The 12th Eye, part 3, has been released. Finally.
Yay!
It was delayed.
Released.
It was delayed quite a lot, I think. like everything.
All of the episodes have been delayed quite a lot.
Yeah, it's mainly down to like,
Connor's incompetence.
hey,
Technical issues.
technical issues and voice work, because basically something we didn't think about whilst casting the voice actors is that some people would be moving all across Britain, so we can only get them.
I'm sorry,
Connor.
Yeah.
We did think about that. It's just we didn't have any friends.
Oh,
They were the only people we could ask, so we had to go with them.
Oh, gee whiz, I always forget.
Well, see, this is why when I come back for summer, you need to make the most of me
yeah.
and record everything like for years in advance.
We can actually get you behind a good fucking mic for a change.
Hey, you shut up about my microphone.
Gareth, when you are back, let me know, because I will give you my old headset.
I don't need your charity.
You do need.
It
his
sounds like you
charity,
do,
Gareth.
seeing as though you're recording this goddamn podcast on your phone.
Shut up.
I wonder if people can tell.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, TTE Part 3 has been released. Once again, link in the description. Also, same day we released TTE Part 3, we also released a trailer for Part 4, which you can also see in the description. That is going to be out within this
Don't make any
week.
promises. You won't make it.
Within this week.
Oh
alright?
God, no!
I promise you, it will be out this
I'm
week.
not sure. I
All
believe
hope
you.
is lost.
And guess what? Guess what, guys?
What?
The following week, Part 5 will be out.
Oh, now
Oh
you just
my God.
now you're just lying to us. Like, dude, I thought we were friends.
This
No,
is cruel.
in all seriousness, Part 4 and Part 5 will be out very, very soon. Amazing, isn't it?
Excuse my disbelief.
Aren't you excited?
Need you to put the videos where your mouth is.
Alright. Well, anyway, I'll try and speed this up a bit now, because I think I'm taking like 5 minutes per little bit of news. I'm going to mention this as well because, once again, I consider them part of the Zixel family. Clear the Auditorium, Taft's band, has released their EP. It's called The Final Broadcast. Check that out. There's a link to Spotify in the description. It's awesome. Support them, damn it.
How
Anyway,
many videos has Taff really been in?
I'm not sure, but he does do the music, and it is good music, so...
2121 is best dubstep.
I thought like he did songs for his band, and then we kind of just stole a bit of them. And he said he was going to make us a song, but we haven't heard anything from him.
Don't worry. It's good.
I'm sorry. Was I not supposed to say that?
No, you weren't.
Oh, sorry about that.
It's fine, it's fine. We do appreciate the help Taft does give us, and the rights to use his music.
He does give us the
He
rights.
does, which is very kind.
Oh,
Anyway, Wilcox. Let's talk about Wilcox's videos.
Oh
He-
God, about that guy. I mean, he's just so.
That guy.
Hmm,
That guy is definitely Wilcox.
yeah. Damn it, Wilcox. Always being Wilcox.
Damn it.
Anyway, yeah. Firstly, he has released something of a new series. It is called Zixelmon. Ooh.
Wait, what? Why was I not informed of this?
You serious?
Gareth, you need to keep up with your Zixel politics.
I mean,
Anyway.
wait, has he actually released any of it yet?
Yes!
Oh my
The
God.
first 3 episodes.
Damn it, Gareth.
I get updates like whenever videos are added to the channel, and yet I have not seen these.
Damn it. Well, that's just saying how bad the YouTube subscription box is.
It's totally not
Probably.
Gareth being lax as fuck.
No. Anyway, yeah, Zixelmon. That is a series where Wilcox and you, Oliver, you play through Pokemon Emerald version
Oh wait, no, I have seen this.
in
Never mind.
a Nuzlocke style, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Check that
no
out.
one's done Nuzlocke before.
Yeah, this is ringing bells. Oliver wore the thing, right? The frog thing.
Yeah,
Don't remind me.
Trico. Anyway, yeah, check that out. That's in the description. In fact, I'll just say this right now. Everything we're talking about here is going to be in the description. So, yeah.
It's gonna be a big ass description.
It is going to be a big-ass description. Anyway, Saints Row Part 3 has been uploaded as well. That's part of Reese's Spotlight. On,
Reese has still got to release part 4, you know. he can get round that whenever he wants. We're not going to rush him. you know?
Yeah, exactly. He's in no rush to do that. And also, he has finished his spotlight on the Star Wars Republic Commando series.
Yeah, I don't remember what that was either. I don't remember that either.
Damn.
Alright, well, check that out. That's in the description. If you like Star Wars, check it out. It's good.
Yeah.
Anyway, news segment, part 5. We have 2 more to go after this. Transistor! Oliver, you released your review of Transistor a couple of days ago.
Yes, days ago.
Days.
Definitely.
Do you
days
think we've
ago.
gotten the joke through that these podcasts aren't like filmed when we say they are?
I'm not sure. I think we may have to give more hints throughout the news segment.
All right. Work on that.
Yeah, okay.
Transistor.
Is that all you have to say?
Well, I don't know. I thought you would like say
All right,
something.
yeah.
about it.
Transistor.
Oliver
the
made a
game...
review about a game called Transistor. It's a kick-ass game and it's a kick-ass review. You should go watch it. And if you
Damn it.
don't, I will hunt you down.
Damn, Connor, you gotta watch out. Gareth's gonna replace you. All he needs is a good mic.
Fine, fuck. I'm going. See ya.
No, Connor, don't go. No,
Okay.
The news.
I'm nothing without you.
I'll post
Okay.
the damn news in the Skype. You can finish it off.
Oh,
I'm not
no,
needed.
Finally, I can take control.
Connor. No. Okay, so what's this? Okay, so
No, just wait for Connor. He'll be back. Give him a sec. He's just out walking his dog.
hey,
Right,
walking
okay.
his dog.
I'm back. They can't do my job without me. Huh.
We tried.
6. Damned. Sorry, I need to clear my throat there. Damned. We have just uploaded the first part of our very spoopy playthrough.
Oh,
Not
God.
a playthrough, but like
I'm having
gameplay
flashbacks.
videos of Damned. Spoopy game.
Too spoopy for me.
Yeah, it was too spoopy for Oliver as well.
I didn't want to get the fucking game.
Fair enough.
I also don't like horror because it makes me shit my pants.
All right,
Yeah.
that's a valid point.
And I thought it would be more funny to watch Gareth getting scared than get scared myself, you know?
Yeah. So
I have my reasons.
if you like looking at videos where you can hardly make out what's happening on screen, Damned is the video for you.
I would also recommend PewDiePie.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
final bit of news is we are in the process of doing a channel redesign.
Connor is in the process of doing a channel redesign.
Yes, we are. We're making things look sort of less shit, and yeah.
I'm failing miserably.
Oh, fine. Screw you.
I
Anyway,
didn't
yeah, look out for that. That's going to be sort of coming in little stages, I suppose. So yeah, there we go. That's the end of channel news.
You forgot the Wildenstern.
The Wildenstern.
The Wildenstern.
What's that? Oh, Wildstar. I did. I'm very sorry, Oliver. I just looked at the video list and I just thought of the important ones. And
Yeah, Republic Commando.
yeah. Okay. Basically, Wildstar. Oliver was lucky enough to get beta access to
And by lucky
Wildstar.
enough, it means I pre-ordered.
Yeah. Beta access to Wildstar, and he has recorded some what is it? Open world PvP.
That was like a month ago now when like the level cap was like 20. Now it's
Yeah.
like 30 and open beta's ended. It's old, but like the last podcast we did was a while back, so you know.
Yeah.
You were mentioning every other video, so I thought I'd bring up that one.
Fair
The best part of Wildstar for me was definitely the bunny people.
enough. Bunny people.
The bunny
Do you-
people.
There's like two bunny people. There's the Orin and the Lop.
Huh.
Oh, okay,
One-
I didn't.
People
I don't think-
criticize on a large scale, and the other one of which are just awesome.
I didn't mean the lot. I meant the playable ones.
There's a special place in hell reserved for you, Gareth.
Deary me.
Just because I would rather be a kawaii as fuck bunny. Okay, I'm not going to finish that sentence.
You are
actually.
not, like, that is not helping you at all, Gareth.
Nothing ever did.
That is not helping you.
I had a choice quote today. As it was so sunny, I was walking through campus barefoot. This was before my knee decided to fuck itself.
Uh-huh.
And my friends were like, dude, why are you walking barefoot? And I was like, well, you know, it just gives you such a feeling of freedom. It's like the only way you could feel more free than walking barefoot is if you were wearing a dress.
Ew.
Feeling the wind between your legs.
Ew.
Wildstar, everyone. Anyway,
God damn it,
Um,
Gareth. You ruin everything for me.
okay. Let's move on to our next segment. What is it,
No,
Oliver? What
don't
is
make me do it again.
Do it! Do it!
No, I don't want to.
Do it.
There's a pistol pointing at Oliver's head right now, which you cannot see.
God, no.
You can do it.
Say it!
Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it. Just put that thing away from me. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
It's General Gaming News.
General?
Yeah, I'm looking it up in the dictionary now too.
Gaming news.
There was channel and there was news, but
What?
I'm having trouble with this word gamer.
Oh, General Gaming News!
Oh, that was it.
I understand now. Take it away, Oliver.
You people hurt me. Anyway, okay, this is my little segment where I go off and find some of the stories which I think matter the most in the world.
Tell us a story, Oliver.
Well, it's not a story, it's this simple. There are currently rumors going around, and this is the biggest story of, like, the recent times. There's a rumor going around that YouTube is to acquire the video game streaming service Twitch TV for $1 billion.
Is this good or bad?
Depends how you look at
YouTube
it.
is a huge monopoly. I'm just gonna put that simply. Like, whatever video streaming sites are there? Besides LiveLeak, Vimeo, can you guys mention any others?
Yahoo Video.
Yeah, you know,
Only
YouTube kind
old
of has a
people
monopoly.
use Yahoo.
Yeah.
Old
So essentially-
people and Americans.
The reason why this would be a bad thing is because YouTube is where everyone goes to post their videos, and Twitch is where all gamers go to stream, you know?
Yeah.
There's other, like, live streaming sites, but the reason why this would be bad is because essentially it would give Google a monopoly on this user-created content that's becoming extremely popular. Like, as much as you might dislike what they do and not consider it a real job, it is, but as much as you might not consider it to be a real job, there's a huge fucking culture behind YouTube and Twitch, and there's money to be made.
You mean
And-
people actually make videos on the internet to make
For money!
For
The
money!
audacity!
Honestly.
The audacity! How dare they make videos for money?
God.
How dare they make
How
money off of their hard
disgusting.
work?
How disgusting.
God.
Next you'll be telling me that they like join networks and stuff.
Oh, don't go there, Connor.
Jeez.
Don't go there. I don't even want to talk about those kind of people. They're
God.
awful.
Anyway.
Fucking sellouts.
Back to semi-serious shit. There's a high chance that this simply won't be allowed to happen, and it probably won't, because again, this is kind of they're just rumors. But just thinking about this is kind of a bad thing, because if YouTube bought Twitch, that means Google would own both. And Google already owns a lot of internet. We kind of don't want them to own more, because at that point it becomes a monopoly, and monopolies don't work out for consumers.
I don't know. Out of all the companies, though, like, out of all the companies that have all our private metadata and advertising profiles, I feel like I kind of trust Google the most out of all of them.
I'm not going to get into that, but what I'm saying is that a monopoly is not good for anyone.
I mean, that
Aside
doesn't
from
mean
the
I
people who
trust
own the
them,
monopoly.
but I trust them the most.
Essentially what this would mean would be Twitch would, for the short term, get a whole lot better, because they'd have a lot more money, you know? They'd be able to upgrade their servers, and things would be nicer. But then eventually,
Hang on.
like,
I thought Twitch was owned by Microsoft.
I have no fucking clue, but all I know is that they're not owned by Google, and we
Oh.
don't want them to be.
Fair enough.
I don't think so, because they also do PS4. You know, they do.
Oh.
There's Twitch on Xbox One and PS4. That's beside the
Fair
point. Essentially, there's a lot of casual streamers out there who like have music in the background. It's amazing how that's still allowed to continue. Like, it's amazing how the like copyright claims haven't come to Twitch yet, and people who do that really should consider stopping, because eventually their channel's going to get flagged. But Google takes over, it's gone instantaneously.
I have a fix. for
Ad
this,
streams.
right? No. Instead of
Uh.
playing like Skrillex and stuff,
God damn it.
they they could just go and play in their Kevin McLeod, you know?
I'm just gonna. Oh god damn it. I'm just gonna sum out up. It's a rumor, probably not gonna happen. If it does, that's a bad thing. But this is, if you're interested at all, there's loads of people talking about this that have already talked about it in better detail and who actually understand what the fuck they're talking about. Is there anything you guys want to add on top of that?
No.
No, you don't. You don't do streaming.
Don't really have much to say. Streaming's something like I've considered doing in the future. I mean, I don't really see a point of doing it right now, because no one wants to watch us.
Well, no one wants to
stream.
watch us on YouTube.
No, we're not funny enough.
No.
I just like, where am I going to find the time to play a video game for like 5 hours and stream it?
Yeah.
You don't have to play for 5. But that's just... Anyway, you said you wanted to get into streaming, Connor, and that is a fantastic tangent
Yeah.
to the next piece of news.
Ooh.
This broke a few days ago, and totally not a few hours ago.
Oh.
Was that obvious enough, Connor?
Yeah.
But this thing that totally broke a few days ago. Steam in-home streaming is now live.
Whoa.
I actually saw an advert for that a few days ago on my my Steam homepage.
So, what do you think, Connor?
Okay, well, first of all, let's sort of talk about what it actually is.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Basically, I think it is if you have like one main computer that is able to run your games, like run your Steam library off of, doesn't it basically mean that another computer in the house can connect to that computer and sort of like emulate what's actually happening on the main computer on the small computer? Am I right? No?
I'm not exactly sure.
Well, that was just a
It
guess.
sounds a bit like Big Picture, but then moved on to other computers in the house, as well as your TV.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Like-
I'm going to quote this.
Okay.
When you play a game using in-home streaming, video and audio are sent through your home network from your high-end gaming PC to another device in your home.
I
From here, your keyboard, mouse, and controller input is sent back to the remote computer. It all happens in milliseconds with good hardware and a fast home network. You'll forget the game is running remotely.
I knew it. So basically, it's kind of like Gareth. Have you heard of NVIDIA Shield?
One, did you just say NVIDIA?
I've always said it NVIDIA. Am I wrong?
I think you'll find it's NVIDIA, you twat. But
God damn it, Connor,
Well, hang
get
on,
some
no.
culture.
No, because when you start up some games and it goes like whoop, NVIDIA.
No, it's NVIDIA.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
NVIDIA.
Oh, I've always heard it as NVIDIA.
You need to get your ears fixed, mate.
What did you say?
but no, I haven't heard of what you just said.
Ken.
I'll punch you in the gabber, mate.
Yeah. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
I'm not quite knowledgeable enough about this to kind of talk about it in great detail, but I thought it was something kind of neat and interesting, and totally not the fact that all of the really interesting news kind of broke like over a week ago now, so...
That is
I just
actually
can't find
really
anything.
exciting news to me, because something I've always wanted to do is sort of plug this computer in downstairs and play on a massive telly with my Xbox remote, which I can actually do now. I can get my crappy Windows XP laptop, plug it into the telly downstairs, and sort of stream Steam through it,
Sweet.
Ooh,
which that's pretty cool. I'm
That is pretty
gonna
cool.
try this out. Awesome.
cool.
Nice one.
Okay. So, I guess I'll just get on to my last little thing here.
Okay.
The world's first gaming magazine, Computer and Video Games, CVG, may close.
What?
I misread this. I thought it said has, but no, it says may.
Oh.
So,
Huh.
do you guys know what CVG is?
I used to read PC Gamer, but I don't think I ever read
That's
CVG.
not this.
No.
I actually have a
Yeah.
copy of PC Gamer here. I've never actually heard of the gaming magazine you just talked of. CVG.
Yeah, none of us exactly know what this magazine is, which
We're
is
prob-
probably
we're probably a
why.
generation
Which is
later
why
than
we're
us.
reporting on it, damn it.
No, but I thought it would be kind of interesting to just kind of talk about how gaming is kind of like publicized these days. I mean, you wouldn't, if you want to learn about a game, back like when we were 6, we might have gone to a magazine, but not anymore. Like, if there's like a list of places you would go to find out about a game, a magazine's got to be like just above library,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so many other ways to find out, you know, just YouTube and
Internet.
Twitch, like we were talking about internet. Yeah, exactly. Magazines do kind of seem archaic and kind of pointless. I might be missing something here, but honestly,
Well, basically, when I was in college,
it's just not needed.
we studied media and we had a look in the sort of magazine industry, and basically it is dying out. And we read all sorts of things like if the magazine industry is going to stay around, it needs to innovate. And so like some magazines have been doing like crazy stuff. They've been trying out loads of weird stuff. I think it was like Esquire magazine or something. They put a very, very cheap screen on the front of their magazine that people would buy. However, that bumped up the price of the magazine by like £15.
Cheap what?
It
Screen?
seems like a pretty stupid idea.
I'm sorry, a cheap screen?
A very cheap screen.
What do you mean a cheap screen? Like a computer screen?
No, not like a computer screen. Like, you know,
Yeah.
the size of an iPhone screen or something on like a page in the magazine, which would
And what does
display
this
stuff like
accomplish?
adverts and, you know, just pointless stuff like that. It's kind of...
Not how you should
No.
be innovating.
Then there's other stuff where like you can scan pages of a magazine with a webcam, and then like
Who the
things-
hell uses
things-
webcams anymore?
things pop out of them and stuff. And like basically all I could think of was like, this is just a novelty. This will never catch on. So I don't know. It depends how you look at it, I suppose. I do think the magazine industry is dying. I mean, there's not really any need for it anymore, is there?
I remember back when, like, we were kids, or when I was a kid at any rate, all a magazine needed to pull me in was a collectible trading card game. All they needed was cards. It doesn't matter how shit they were, but all they needed was cards. Doctor Who and Jackie Chan, as ashamed I am to say, the Jackie Chan animated show, there were a bunch of cards for that one.
Cool.
You know, I actually bought the school I was in. We actually bought magazines that we can get the cards. People went crazy for the Doctor Who ones. I gotta
Oh
say.
yeah, I
they were the-
collected.
They're like the super and ultra rares. You know, the rares would be kind of shiny, and the ultra, like some of the ultra rare rares would have like some stuff you could scratch. There's like a Slovene card where if you scratched it, it would like smell of farts.
Wow,
I seriously think that was actually a card.
incredible.
I don't think I'm joking.
On a holiday in Butlins, I once got addicted to one of those crazy, like, they just brought them over from, like, Japan. Like, you know, those arcade machines, but that print out collectible cards each time you play. And you
Oh,
swipe them for stuff in the game and such. I think it was Dinosaur King. Something like that. And basically-
Dinosaur King.
It gave you these it was kick ass, man. I mean, I was like 10 or 11 at the time. Or
The
9 or
character
10.
really was the Dinosaur King.
And like you got these cards and you'd swipe them and your dinosaur would fuck up the other dinosaur because you swiped this card. And it's like, yeah.
That sounds pay to win.
Oh yeah, pretty much. I mean, well, you had to pay £1 to play each time anyway, but it gave
Ugh,
you
pay to win bullshit.
well, it was pay to play, you know, because it was an
Oh,
arcade
God.
machine. But,
No one's gonna pay to play video games in this day and age.
Fucking Dinosaur King.
Damn it, Dinosaur King, with your archaic business model back when we were like kids. How dare you?
Dinosaur King. Wow.
That can't be the name of it.
That's
I'm sorry, I'm
basically
gonna
just
search
been
Dinosaur King on
translated
Google.
directly from a Japanese thing.
There's a fucking anime called Dinosaur King.
Really?
One of the first things that shows up when I search Dinosaur King is Dinosaur King episode 28 on YouTube.
I wonder if the anime came first or if the game came first.
I'm gonna like.
Because this must have been back in like 2005.
Oh my god,
or
I see
something.
actual cards.
Really?
Oh my god, it's actually a thing.
See, I'm not just making it up.
There's one called Terry and another one called Chomp.
Oh,
Chomp's the Triceratops.
that's adorable.
Terry the T-Rex. Oh my god. I'm gonna see this more.
What were we talking about again?
I have no idea. Gareth started
magazines.
talking about Dinosaur King for some fucking reason.
Magazines and all of us talk about cards. And
Yeah.
We were talking about magazines and we got to Dinosaur King.
Fucking Dinosaur King.
Fucking Dinosaur
This
King.
is how most of our conversations go, in fairness.
God damn
Alright.
it.
Well, that's all the general gaming good news to do that I suppose I have right now.
Fair enough. Well, there we
So-
go. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. Nice.
Oliver. I've got this piece of paper in front of me with like a schedule on it here, and I can't make out what this next segment is called. I think you're gonna need to tell me what it is here. Oh, could you also do it in like a funny sort of stereotypical Asian accent, please?
Don't make me do it. I don't want to.
Do it.
I don't want to.
Do it.
If you don't do it, he'll kill us both.
Do it, you bitch. Do it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
It's the game of the now.
You sounded so horrified. Wow. Okay. Game of the
Someone
now.
Help me.
Game of the goddamn now. I still think game of the moment sounds better, but
Yeah, but that sounds like this is my moment. My moment.
My moment.
It's copyrighted.
Well,
It's copyrighted, Connor. Like
game.
you constantly talk to us about not fucking doing copyright material. There you go with the songs.
I'm sorry.
That'll be $10,000, please.
Oh boy.
That'll be your YouTube channel, please.
Oh. Anyway, Gareth, you're the outsider here. You start. What is your game
Oh.
of the now?
So, I mean, I've been playing a few video games lately, despite the fact that really I should be revising and doing my project and such.
Uh-huh.
But of note is recently Johnny, because he bought it in a Steam sale, has recently convinced me to renew my subscription to EVE Online.
Oh.
And I've got some concise, brilliant bullet points here about EVE Online that I will elaborate upon.
Oh.
Okay, so the first bullet point is that EVE Online basically is a giant, big, fuck-off space game. Like, oh my god, it's so big, you have no idea. It's huge. Like, it's not it's not even it's more than huge. It's like, as I've just typed it into there, like, it's like that. It's WEG. That's what it is.
You need to like throw in a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy reference in there somewhere, man. You could totally do it.
I wouldn't know how.
You keep going. I'm gonna find the reference.
But so EVE Online is interesting. It's an MMO in space. It's all on one entire big server. So that means that you're playing with thousands of other people in the same server as you at the same time, which is pretty impressive technically, you know.
Yeah,
Especially seeing as it's been around for like 10 years as well.
God.
So wow. But yeah, so you fly spaceships, and like the whole system is pretty much driven by the people who play it. Like, I mean, your spaceships were manufactured by someone who had the materials from someone mining from asteroids, and like there's pretty much very little to absolutely no developer input there. So that's pretty impressive. So yeah, in Eve, like it. So if Eve proves one thing, it's that going back to the previous point, it's like space is big, really big. You just won't believe how vastly, hugely, mind-bogglingly big it is. Now I have an urge to drink some tea, but
You're not
Yeah.
allowed. You're on contract.
so players, you know, they can go into industry, they can mine and like manufacture stuff and sell it. Or they can just go into straight trading that works a lot like in the real world. You buy shit low, take it somewhere else where you can sell it high.
Yeah.
And you can go in, if you're not interested in looking at spreadsheets and finances, you can go into PvP and PvE, like train yourself up for combat and make big spaceships explode.
That's cool.
It's pretty badass. But like it's pretty freaking WEG. I mean, like corporate espionage. Yeah, you get big player corporations and alliances, and corporate espionage is totally a thing within like people legit. Like corporations, many corporations have legit like they have screening processes that are more intense than if you wanted to work for the fucking NSA, because they want to make sure that you're not going to scam them
God.
like a year down the line. It's crazy.
Um,
So, in summary, it's like real life, but with spaceships, and it's way motherfucking better.
That's cool. There's a picture on screen right now of a picture from I believe it was like the largest sort of spaceship fight ever.
Oh yeah.
These guys can't see the picture right now, but like each one of these tiny little white dot looking things represents a spaceship of some kind, and geez, that is a lot of people.
Yeah.
I essentially know two things about Eve.
Uh-huh.
One, there's big fuck off corporations, and two, there's big fuck off space battles where people literally lose tens of thousands of pounds of value in ships. They're just gone forever.
It's true. It's quite weird. It's one of those things where you can legit put there's like a variable trading rate on real world currency to in game currency, because you can buy like the Plex things, which basically like that's 15 quid, and that's worth roughly 700 million on the Eve market. So you can
Whoa.
kind of do the maths and work it out there.
Gareth, is
Yeah.
what you're saying that the game is pay to win?
Well, I wouldn't say that necessarily.
It's fucking no better than Dinosaur King.
God damn it, Eve! Eve copied Dinosaur
Oh,
King!
God, no. Oh. I'm pretty sure Eve was around before Dinosaur King.
Mm.
I would like to see whether that is the case or not, because I know Eve is pretty old, but Dinosaur King sounds pretty fucking old.
Someone do some research for us and leave it in the comments.
I'm gonna figure this shit out now, you guys keep going.
Alright.
I don't think I really have that much more to say. I mean, if you want to, join in. I mean, if you're already a player, then cool, but you can look for me. My name is Claire Staberinda. I'll get Connor to put that on the description.
Yeah, it's in the description. Just scroll down. You'll find it.
Also, people have raised this point before. Claire, I would like to emphasize, is a unisex name. So, fuck y'all.
It's not, Gareth's just slightly effeminate.
Alright.
We don't judge him for it.
Well, there we go. EVE Online. MMO with spaceships. What
I
more can you
found
want?
I found it out, by the way.
Oh,
I have the results here.
okay. Drum roll.
So, EVE Online released, I'm just going to go with the early date, May 6th, 2003. It's pretty fucking old. It's 11 years. It's
Damn.
pretty fucking old. Alright, so 2003, right?
Yeah.
Dinosaur King, the game, developer Sega, so yeah, I'm guessing this is the right one. Released in 2005.
Oh!
Eve is
shit.
actually older than Dinosaur King. Oh my god.
Wow.
Wow. I'm just...
Goddamn Dinosaur King. It's just been a big disappointment.
I'm fucking done, dude. It's just done.
I love that game, man.
Fair enough. Who's next?
I don't know. Do you want me to go, Connor?
Can I? I don't want
Yes,
to.
you can.
Okay. Well, my game of the week. Not game of the week. God damn it. Game of the now. Good.
That's right.
Game of the goddamn now is a game that I got. God, I think it was in like 2004. I got it, and it is called. Tell me if you know this one, guys. I hope you do. It's called Ratchet and
shock.
Clank.
Oh, wow. Didn't expect that.
No, see, Ratchet and Clank. I played this very recently, actually. I was testing out a couple of things. I managed to get an emulator running on my PC so I could play Ratchet and Clank on my PC. It didn't work though, not very well. It was very, very laggy and so many graphical glitches. Anyway, let's talk about the PS2 version because I think that is the only legit version of it that was released.
So we're talking about the original, right?
Yes.
We're not talking about Ratchet and Clank 2
Nope.
or 3, which was the best game in the series. We're talking about the original Ratchet and Clank.
Yes, we are talking about the original.
That
I
one
don't
was
think I
really
ever
fucking
played
good.
the original.
The what?
I don't think I ever played it. The
Really?
original. No.
I never got that far into it, admittedly.
Huh.
I don't think I ever found Captain Quark. I remember I got to like the hoverboard part,
All right.
but that's pretty much like at that point there was like a water stage that I could just never fucking beat because I was an idiot and just bad at games back then. You know what I'm talking about, right? There's this water stage back in like this.
Oh yeah.
Back in the world where all the mobs were like slimes and kept shouting,
Yes,
"Slime!"
Blackwater City.
That was it, Blackwater. Got stuck in that place. Never got past it.
Wow.
I'm serious. Like, it's just
I
Okay.
believe you. I
Slimes.
remember having difficulty with that the first
It's
time
got
playing.
pissed off with the water level. It was just pissed me off. I hate water levels. Seems to be some kind of curse.
God. Anyway, yeah, Ratchet and Clank. I think it was released in either 2001 or 2002.
I'll check.
Yeah, Oliver is gonna do the research here. But basically, this game was like a huge part of my childhood. I could play this over and over again, and I just wouldn't get bored. It was
2002.
2002. There we go. It was definitely one of those games. I've heard people say the same sort of thing about like Jak and Daxter.
Jack and Daxter was the one I played.
Yeah, and Spyro as well. Funnily enough, they're all created by Insomniac Games.
They had a fucking good run.
They did.
Like
Oh, boy.
that's a lot of really good game series, man. I think
Indeed.
they also did they do Sly and Cooper as well?
Yes, they did. I think so.
Sly Cooper? That one. Yeah, Sly Cooper.
Yeah.
You see. Nope,
No.
different devs, never mind.
Oh,
Ignore
right.
us.
Oh, I
Nice.
thought they were always closely associated, those games.
Well, yeah, there was a game where Ratchet and Clank and Jak and Daxter and Sly Cooper and whatever the fuck the turtle guy was called, they were all in like the same game. Apparently that one was shit, though.
Oh,
Whatever happened to Telltale games?
Telltale.
Telltale, it's still working.
Are they?
Like, change the profile picture
What do they
again,
make
Gareth.
now? Yeah, I did. Do you like it?
Hang on, aren't Telltale making like The Walking Dead?
And like the shitty fucking Borderlands spin-off.
Oh, of course. Wait, am I thinking of a complete... No, never mind. I
Alright.
said Telltale, but that's not... You know, remember that game studio that had, like, the kangaroo with one of those, like, hobo bags on a stick thing? Or something.
Kangaroo with a hobo bag on a stick.
You know what I'm talking about.
Kangaroo with a hobo bag on a stick.
Someone will know what I'm talking
I'm
about.
sorry.
Never mind.
Was the
What?
kangaroo by any chance a T-Rex and you're thinking of Dinosaur King?
No!
Oh my god!
Oh god.
I'm searching kangaroo
Damn it.
with a hobo bag on a stick. I'm searching Google for this shit.
Oh dear.
I'm coming up with Bindle. Oh, it's called a Bindle, the hobo bag on a
Ah,
stick. Gareth.
see?
God damn it, Gareth.
I prefer hobo bag and a stick, personally.
Hobo bag on a stick. Oh my god.
Oh god.
Oh, I have no idea.
No.
I have no idea.
That's something you're gonna have to look up in your spare time, Gareth.
Banjo and Kazooie? Kazooie?
I never played that.
There was Kangaroo and Spyro. I have no idea. I have no idea what you're on about, Gareth. It seriously might as well be Dinosaur King. Because I have no fucking clue.
Fair enough.
Fucking
But Connor was
Dinosaur
talking about
King.
Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, you kind of taken this away from me.
I'm sorry,
Damn
I'll
it.
stop now. I will stop.
How dare you? Anyway, yeah, Ratchet and Clank. There's so much to it that made it like in my eyes, I see it as my favorite game of all time because there was just so much to it that made it that. Firstly, I'm going to talk about like the art style that they used in the game. It was like revolutionary at the time because they just started experimenting with like these 3D rendering styles and platformers. Not platformers. God damn it. What are they?
Well, it was kind of a platformer.
Was it?
It had platformer elements. Like, remember the whole like training stage with Helga?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
It's
it had,
definitely platforming elements.
platform elements.
Yeah.
Yeah, the art style, it was just so... It was a nice change because I'd recently come from a PlayStation 1 and everything was kind of... I remember the games I had for it, they were kind of dark and grey and stuff like that. And then Ratchet and Clank came along and it was this really bright, vivid game. It was actually very nice to just look at. You know, there were in the game you could go and visit these different planets, and each planet had its own sort of style. It was very nice. There was a planet which was like so polluted the air was green, and even though it looked like a shithole, it was just so beautiful to look at in my eyes.
Did you just hesitate on the word shithole?
Yes, I forget that we can swear.
It's fine, you
Yeah.
can swear, Connor.
Thank you.
There were other things to it as well. The soundtrack, it was goddamn great. Like, each planet had its own soundtrack, and although it looped, it didn't get annoying because they were all just really interesting. They were all very diverse as well. There was a planet called Pokitaru, which was like this resort, this beautiful sort of lagoon area, and it had this all sort of like Hawaiian. I can't even remember how it goes, but it was just really nice. However, I think one of the best things about the game, to me, was the combat, and it was made fun by the weapons. That's always something Ratchet and Clank has, been known for.
They always had some really good weapons.
Yeah, I mean, God, just thinking about it, it's not like one of those games where you get like, okay, here's a machine gun, here's another machine gun. It's like that one, but it's bigger and more powerful. It wasn't like that. Like, the weapons did different things. Like, you had this rocket launcher that you could fire a missile, and you could control the missile and hit an enemy from halfway across the map. You had this weapon, I think it was called like the Tesla Claw or something, Tesla Claw.
Tesla coil.
Yeah, that's it. And it was this
Probably that.
huge ass claw thing that just zapped your enemies with lightning, and it was kick ass. It was awesome.
Agents of Doom confirmed for best weapon.
Agents of Doom, that was like you threw out this ball and these little robots would pop out of it, and they would is that the one?
They were literally suicide bombers. At least in the first game. Like, in
Yeah.
the later games, you could like level them up and they'd get guns and stuff, I think.
Yeah, exactly. There was a weapon called the suck cannon, which you could suck up smaller enemies and fire them at big enemies.
That was always fun.
It all was.
I remember that one. That one was awesome.
It was really good, and I always just find myself coming back to this game. It doesn't matter how old I am. I always just like look under my bed, dig out the PlayStation 2, just fire up Ratchet and Clank and play through it again because I just love it so much. Damn it, Ratchet and Clank.
It's a really good game, I will say that I do prefer the third one, the one with Dr. Nefarious.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because the characters in that one were all really compelling. Captain Quark was not a complete cunt for the first time, even though he was for the majority of the game.
Yeah, and by the third game as well, they'd really
got their
nailed,
shit sorted.
They'd really
They nailed
nailed the
formula.
style of the game.
Yeah,
and
they
stuff.
really had the formula down,
Yeah.
The weapons were really, really good in that one. The upgrades were really, really cool. And I always liked the fact that they added in a New Game Plus mode. That shit was
Oh, yeah.
really cool to me as a kid. Like, any game that had a New Game Plus mode instantly just was just up there in my books. Just because, okay, I beat the campaign, now what? Guess I'll play through it again. Yeah, but if you play through it again with your same stuff,
Ooh.
that shit was revolutionary at the time.
Anyway, yeah. That's Ratchet and Clank. I did do like the first couple of episodes of a playthrough of that
Yeah,
On,
whatever happened to that?
on
That was
an
like-
old channel. You
That was
may
a year ago now, wasn't
you
it?
may be able to find it if you know what we're talking about. But yeah, I
But
might
Connor
do it
hopes
again
not.
sometime.
No, you should think about picking it up. See
Yeah.
if you can work out the technical kinks, because I know there was some issues that you had with that one.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's Ratchet and Clank. Oliver, what is
Ooh.
your game of the now?
Well, it may be slightly predictable, but it's because it's kind of topical for me at the moment, because it was kind of awesome. Transistor.
Hey.
Woo.
I mean, I'm just gonna say, I gave them enough of a shout out in the review, but Super Giant Games. I just want to say that they've made 2 fucking games right now, Bastion and Transistor, and they both have the potential to be Game of the Year material.
I can't speak for Transistor, but Bastion was like one of my favorite games ever.
Bastion was insane, and Transistor's follows. Transistor is a worthy follow up to Bastion.
Sweet.
It's just so cool because Honestly, one of the weaknesses of Bastion was the combat, you know?
Hmm.
You had two weapons, and those weapons were cool, and you could get some upgrades, but those upgrades were more often than not just like plus X amount of damage, plus X amount of knockback, stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
Not that great. You know, plus ammo. But the abilities in Transistor are all really, really different, and they're all really fucking interesting. And you can like slot them in different ways, and the combat's just really, really enjoyable. Plus, it's got a New Game Plus mode. Like that was one thing I really loved about Bastion. I was like, holy shit, New Game Plus! But Transistor's a New Game Plus that I think I would seriously run through again and again and again. Just because, like, I definitely did that with Ratchet and Clank, the third
Yeah.
thing. Like, I went through the New Game Plus in that mode so many goddamn times. But I can see Transistor becoming another one of those, you know, and I just keep trying out these new combinations, just seeing what works.
So it has a lot of replay value.
Yeah, but it's difficult for it not to with that amount of complexity in its combat system, with it being so short.
Yeah.
Like, it's short as fuck. Like 3.5 hours, maybe. I seriously beat the story in 3.5 hours, and there's no multiplayer or anything. The bonus content you get out of it is by playing the game through again, doing the challenge modes, and just looking into the game and figuring out all this like extra stuff, like the lore and stuff. Like, there's... I mean, the game's just so cool, you know? It's just fantastic. And this is
sorry
coming from me.
to interrupt, but
Ooh.
I found. Remember, I was talking about the kangaroo. It's not a kangaroo.
Oh my god,
Traveller's
this is
Tales.
way more
It was
important.
Traveller's Tales. Traveller's Tales
Kangaroo
games.
with a hobo bag on a stick.
Oh shit! They're still completely. Oh, they make all the Lego games apparently.
God damn it,
Ah.
Gareth. You
But
Lego
find a
games are
way
good.
to bring
no-
Dinosaur King into everyone else's game of the night.
I said
That's fine.
Lego.
Oh, God.
It's fine. But seriously, Transistor is just a game that if you don't want to pick it up now, buy it on fucking sale. This is just one of those games on Steam that is just eventually you just have to fucking pick it up and play it.
Yeah.
You know?
I think I'm
I'm-
gonna get it. It looks very nice.
It's short, but honestly, the experience you get out of it was worth the money. It was just so cool. It was so fucking cool. But I do want to kind of keep this short because the time
Yeah.
is kind of taking the fucking piss
This
right
is
now.
our longest
Oh shit!
podcast.
I didn't even know. Last time I looked, it was half an hour, and now it's.
So
Wow.
yeah, I'm going to make this one short. I mean, if you want to learn more about what I think about Transistor, go watch the fucking review.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know?
Link in the
Yes.
description.
And like the videos
You
and
won't remember
subscribe and
any
shit.
of these.
Well,
remember
I
any
did
of
mention
these.
it in the channel news, so
You did. You
it's
did.
gonna be there.
Okay then. You insist.
Gosh.
Oh yeah. That's my game of it now.
Nice.
Connor. Feel free to wrap us up.
Awesome. Let me just get my wrapping paper and
So,
sellotape.
tell you what was an awesome game was Toy Story Buzz Lightyear to the Rescue on PS1, and that was made by Traveller's Tales. Yeah.
God damn it, Gareth. I thought we said we were wrapping up. You can't keep drawing in our emotions like this.
Oh,
I
man.
know, I'm so sorry. I'm a terrible person.
Well, there we go. This has been the sort of latest installment of current events on the Zixel channel. It's also been the latest installment of video game news, and it's also been the latest installment of what we think about video games and
Shit.
yeah, exactly.
In general.
Well, there we go.
Yeah.
Gareth has been our special guest for today. Thank you for coming along to the studio, Gareth. I know you live all the way up in what's it called again? Lancashire.
Lancaster.
Lancaster. That's it.
Which is in Lancashire, so, you know, you kind of got it right.
Nice. Okay. Well, yeah. Thanks for driving all the way down here just to be on the show. That's very kind of you.
It's quite alright. I mean, I myself can't drive, obviously. Had to get someone else to do it. Had to hitchhike down.
Yeah.
I encountered quite a few dodgy truckers.
Oh
Rather
Yeah.
not talk about those dark times.
no. Well, there we
Now
go.
I'm here.
I have been Connor. My co-host has been Oliver.
Gonna have to
That's
sleep in
me.
the studio tonight.
And you have been listening to
There's
the
no beds.
Zixel
Please
podcast.
save me.
Should we do like an outro song jingle?
Freestyle outro.
Boom, pow.
This
boom,
is the
boom,
outro.
Pow, boom,
This is the
pow,
outro of the
boom,
video.
Boom, pow, boom,
Audio thing.
pow, boom,
Podcast.
Boom, pow, boom,
This is the
pow,
outro.
Boom, boom, pow.
Word
Bitch,
ends.
outro!
Boom, pow. Boom.
Everything
pow,
is over
boom,
now.
Boom, pow. Boom,
We should really
pow,
wrap this
boom,
up.
Boom, pow.
Connor,
Connor,
please
shut
stop.
the
Ricky,
fuck
boom.
up. Yeah.
Bye, guys.
See you.
Bye.
The combat will never feel old, as you're constantly swapping out abilities. On top of that, if you think the game's too easy for you, the shrine system from Bastion has made its return, where you can unlock bonuses by making the game a little bit harder for yourself.